kitchen area, and we did finish it out with a concrete countertop, and we poured this countertop in place. Turned out very nice, and we put a sealant and a wax over it so oils and greases can't penetrate into the concrete. We built a little shelving unit here for the microwave and for drink cups, and a wine rack up above, and then one cabinet. This is an indoor cabinet that we use exterior paint finish on, where we keep our silverware, dishes, dishware, seasoning, things like that. And then we have our grill over here for the outdoor cooking. Throw your steaks over the grill while you're looking down at the river, grilling up those wonderful hill country steaks. We also put a little bit of corrugated metal on the outside of the lower cabinet, which is most exposed to the weather, for additional protection. The bathroom now is all finished out, and we used metal to finish out the shower. We use this reclaimed beadboard from the old ranch house in the neighborhood to finish out the wall space. And we bought a pre-finished little vanity from Lowe's to install to finish out the bathroom. Looks quite nice. We also added a small propane heater that's here above the toilet to make it a bit more comfortable in here in the winter months when somebody's getting ready. Okay, so that's the bathroom all finished out. We'll head on into the main quarters now. Oh, we found these old lockers in downtown San Antonio and purchased them for not too much money, and they are very nice for throwing duffel bags and shoes and swimming suits, that sort of thing, in the summer months after you've gotten done floating in the river. So a nice little locker type armoire, a country style armoire out here on the deck of the cabin. So let's go inside the cabin and have a look around. So the first thing you'll see is the mini fridge that we put in. That mini fridge draws about 80 watts, and the solar power has no problem keeping up with it 24/7. We built this little table that was actually manufactured out of a door that came out of the old ranch house, and put a sheet of plexiglass on top of it just to preserve it and keep items from getting down in the recessed areas of the door. We got metal stools to go up against the table, and that works out quite nice. If we kind of look over here in the corner, we've got a little coffee bar and pantry for food storage and preparation of drinks. The old ranch house door here, this came out of the outside, is an outside door off the kitchen, and we just used it as a barn door here. Turned out really neat, provides some very natural beauty and some history from the area, as well as a transom window that's up above the door. And that also serves as a vent to allow heat and air conditioning to flow through the cabin more freely from the living area into the bedroom. Okay, so I'm going to turn around here now and show you a few more features in the living area. The sofa love seat, that does fold out into a bed as well. We have a propane gas heater that we installed here to supplement the heat in the winter months. It's not recommended to use the mini split up above for heat because it consumes quite a bit of wattage, somewhere around 1,000 watts. And if you're running that off the batteries, it does eat up the batteries fairly quickly. So a much more efficient source of heat in the winter is this propane heater. These are relatively inexpensive. This unit was under $200, and it provides a nice natural fire. You may need to crack the window to provide a little ventilation, but these are designed to be inside houses. Okay, we also put a transom window from the ranch house up above going into the bathroom, again to allow the airflow to go through. the entirety of the cabin. There's one other vent up here that goes into the utility room to allow circulation through the entirety of the cabin. Okay, then we go into the bedroom, the final room inside the cabin with our bunk beds all complete. And they turned out really nice, and we've had several folks here that have stayed and enjoyed those quite a bit. And then we have a double bed on the other side that can sleep two comfortably. Not quite, it's a little tighter than a queen or king, obviously, but works quite well for a short stay and visit in the off-the-grid cabin. So that's the overall tour of the cabin. I'm going to show you one other bit, and that's the final utility room. As we walk back outside, we'll go off the outdoor shower platform now, which is obviously not used this time of the year as you see ice building on the deck. That's here in the Polar Bear Club, I guess. We walk by the rain capture tank that holds 2,500 gallons, and we come to the utility room door on this side of the cabin where all of our utilities are stored for access from a single point. And in here we have our storage batteries, our solar power inverters, our electrical distribution box, our water filtration system, the pressure tank, the water pump, and our water heater. And of course the water line distribution system that sends the water throughout the cabin. So that's all complete and working fine. So that's it, folks. The off-the-grid cabin is complete. It's a great success. As I mentioned, we've had several guests stay here and worked the little wrinkles out of it over the last few weeks. And very pleased with the project and how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed this series of videos. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay. Go find somebody else who's more interesting than me. Anyway, in the meantime, I just wish you well. And as we give you a last view of the river from the off-the-grid cabin, we just say God bless. Have a wonderful life.